Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Online. This is Rock versus Dredge, the review of the two-mans, round 3, game 3. This opening hand is terrible. Definitely going to mull it. We can't do anything. We can Inquisition them. Yay. We can Swords a creature. Yay. And we can die horribly. Boo. So we keep going from there. There's no point in even keeping this. This hand, on the other hand, is absolutely insane. We still have a turn 2 ooze. Unfortunately, the only thing that would have made it better is if that scrub was a Bayou. Then we could first turn Zenith, second turn ooze, leave a land up, have 3 up on the next turn. They would have to go crazy on turn 1. Otherwise, we're in this game. So we keep this hand. Having the Jit means that we can equip our whatever with the Jit. And if we drew a land and landed the ooze, we could play and equip the Jit on turn 3. That seems pretty decent to me, just for the simple fact that all of their creatures that come in from their graveyard are X1s. So we could shoot our Arbor, we could hit the Jit, or hit their guy, make sure that they don't get any bridge tokens, and if they don't see a bridge, we just kill their guys. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to the first thing I saw. And we're back. We are at the 3-minute 15-second mark. What I ended up seeing was that we didn't need to use this counter here. Our opponent had nothing. Nothing in the yard that they could do except for Therapius, which isn't the worst, but at the same time, like, they don't have a bridge. Why even worry about it? If they Therapy us, they get nothing of it other than making us discard the 2 cards. Why not just swing? Why not wait, find out what they're going to do, and then swing with it from there? So, I'm going to pause this, and we'll go to the next. Just wanted to point out that's some irony. Alright, if you paid attention to the comments, this is one of the things that was talked about. And it was a question asked by one of my users, or one of the... So I want to thank A.E. Aguria for mentioning misplay that I had here. Our opponent's at 2 life. They have really nothing in the yard other than an Icarid. No bridges, no really anything else. Putrid Imp can't block. They would need to go insane in order to do this. But what I did was, when I played this Bob, I tapped the Wasteland. In doing so, I made it so that I only had 2 ways to deal with anything that comes into play. So, granted, the only thing that they can dredge is a Stinkweed Imp, and if that Stinkweed Imp was absolutely insane, they win the game. What I could have easily done, and by absolutely insane, I don't know exactly what I mean. I mean, it could have been Narcomoeba, something. Dread Return, or Narcomoeba, Dread Return into Angel of Despair. That would have been bad. But I don't know what they're going to get. Looking at the graveyard just to make sure. Yeah, there were no Dread Returns. But if I had left up the Wasteland, that would make something to kill bridges. That would make... Well, if it was that situation, the Angel of Despair doesn't matter. But if I basically left myself 2 things that interact with them on their turn, where I could have had 3. And the question that he posed was just why, and I don't have it. I don't have a valid answer. It's just habit. A lot of times while playing the deck, you tend to try and leave up colors to hint at things. I don't have a card in hand, so I don't have anything to hint. My opponent sees everything. We are all in. My opponent has 2 cards in hand, and I believe that they're the 2 dredgers, the 2 trolls that he had at the beginning of the game. I mean, it turns out that it wasn't really necessary, it wasn't really a big deal. Like the Icarid, we know we're shooting the Icarid during upkeep. If he flips a Narcomoeba and doesn't have a bridge, we're shooting the Narcomoeba. If he does have a bridge, then we're not going to do anything. Like if he only gets 1, we don't do anything. Chimney Imp can't, or, wow, Chimney Imp. Putrid Imp can't block. He's got Threshold. He'd have to waste his own graveyard, in which case we are guaranteed to win. So, it was just something that was pointed out that was definitely wrong. And thank you again for pointing that out. If any of you see anything, feel free. Like, the best thing that I could have happen here is somebody tell me something that I completely missed like that, so that the next time that I'm in a situation, I can at least see it and go, okay. And these episodes, these reviews, won't have as many misplays, and we can start talking about other things like other possible lines of play, because there have been a ton throughout this situation. But that's pretty much it for this game. I'm going to go on to round 4, which is the Affinity matchup, and we will see you there.